and welcome back to SoulCast. My name is Jen Westlake from Soululaire.com, and I am really happy to be here with you again this week. Wow, so many things have been happening in our world since I spoke with you last, and I just kind of had a list of some of the things that we've been seeing. So I'm just going to read some of those events to you today before we get started with our weekly message, because I feel that just kind of going over them a little bit can help us understand what we get to do coming up here in the days ahead. So let me just see here, this list I have put in front of me. We are seeing fires. We are seeing smoke. We are seeing the need to maybe have to wear masks again here in America on the eastern part of our country. New York can't really see the sun. The smoke is going into Washington, D.C., and it's just really, really bad from the fires up in Canada. And so the smoke there in Canada must be very terrible also. And so our hearts go out to all of the people that are being affected by this tremendous amount of smoke, and pray for them at this time and for their health with everything that's going on. We're also seeing the volcano in Hawaii and other volcanoes around the world are active at this time. We're noticing that many different things are happening within the mainstream media. Many of you know several weeks ago, Tucker Carlson was let go of Fox. This last week, we saw the CEO of CNN step down. And so we're seeing a lot of changes happening within the mainstream media. Also, we heard about Pope Francis going into surgery, and so we'll see how that turns out. I'm not sure that's going to turn out well for him. We're also noticing a military presence around. I know here where I am, the last several days, I've seen military helicopters flying along here, what we call the Wasatch Front, along the benches here, which is basically kind of the lower portion of the mountain range that we live by here. We're also hearing words about the financial system, the de-dollarization, an Operation Sandman, where 80 or more countries are choosing to leave the US dollar and start trading in other currencies except for the US dollar. And so we're seeing a lot of changes there happening in the financial system. Word is coming out about the quantum financial system. And we're also seeing a lot of reports coming out about corruption. Several weeks ago, we saw the Durham report, and now we're hearing about Jack Smith looking into the Trump documents and other things like that. So a lot of things that are happening in our world, and that you may personally be affected wherever you may live and whatever you are involved in. The monetary system, if you're employed by a financial institution, if you're living in that eastern part of America, that smoke could be directly affecting you. And so for this week's message, with all of these things in our outer world taking place, Spirit has asked me to share with you that we have been doing things here in SoulCast to help you prepare for these times with so much happening in our world. Another thing that we're hearing about are things outside of our world. We're getting word about UFOs and extraterrestrials or interdimensional beings in the news as well. So a lot of things are happening, and feels like it's all happening at once. And that's why earlier we talked about creating that sacred space where you can go and just give your mind a break and just kind of separate yourself from everything that we are being inundated with at this time. Again, to go within, to be with yourself, to kind of run things through you and see how you think and feel and believe about all of the revelations and events that are taking place right now, because We are getting into the thick and the intense part of crossing this bridge of transformation. And like we've discussed before, the things that are no longer in our best and highest good have to go away. They have to be dissolved, they have to be demolished, and they have to be destroyed so that something new and greater and more beautiful and beneficial for you as an individual and for us as a collective humanity can step into. So this week we are being asked to focus and step into our strengths. You are stronger than you know. And so rely on your strength. Take those steps to be grounded. Use the crystals that we've talked about in previous episodes to help you stay grounded and to help you stay focused and to have clarity of thought, mind, and heart. So those are some of the things. This is the week to start working your magic. Step into your confidence, step into your brilliance, start, expressing your qualities and your talents and your gifts. Another thing is during all this upheaval, I don't want you to be in upheaval in your heart and in your mind. And so this week, choose peace. Choose peace. The greatest thing that you can do is step back from everything that is happening and choose peace. Go to that space to be the observer. Many of these things are not directly happening to you personally. And if not, just step back and observe. And even if you are being affected personally, as you go through your day, try to step back, step into emotional, emotional neutrality and loving detachment. Be that bird, that owl, or that eagle up in the tree, looking down and observing everything, and choose peace. Choose to have peace within. Choose the course of action that will be peaceful. Choose the way to stay at peace with your relationships. This might require you to have to exhibit a little bit more patience, a little bit more restraint, a little bit more compassion. And so choose peace and try to hit every interaction you have from a space of loving kindness. The goal this week is to just move around your week, trying to stay in a state of Zen, if you can manage that. It might be challenging, and that's why retreating for 5 minutes and taking those deep breaths and just saying, I can do this, everything is going to be okay, because I promise you that everything is going to be okay. Another thing that's happening is we are seeing the need to incorporate truth and integrity. Right now, a lot of truth is being revealed, but on an individual basis, now is the time for you to step into your truth and for you to have integrity. If we want to have truth and integrity in our world at large, it needs to start with each one of us individually by speaking our truth, speaking the truth, and having integrity. Keep your word, be your word. Do the things that you say that you're going to do, not only for others, but for yourself. And in the meantime, work on personal integrity at this time and try to have a little bit of fun and to, again, try to remain at peace. And you can be having fun and have laughter and still be at peace. And so I just wanted to share that with you. Right now, you guys, we are in a spiritual war between good and evil, light and dark. And there are so many things that are affecting our children. And so right now, this week, I ask you to please be mindful of the children in your life. Love them, support them, guide them with higher vibrational morals and values. Teach them to speak the truth. Teach them to know that they are loved, that they are important. Teach them the difference between right and wrong, and teach them to know that they are not alone and that they are important and special, and that you are there to help them and to protect them, to guide them and direct them. And for their greatest and highest good and benefit. So there are so many children around the world that are not receiving the loving guidance that they deserve. And so I ask you to please pray for all of the children around the world that needs your love and needs God's love and protection at this time. You may also want to ask for Archangel Michael to protect them and to fight off any danger or abuse that they may be going through at this time, and to save them from anything that they could be going through that is harmful to them, mind, body, and soul. So again, please be mindful of all of the children and to bless them and to help them in their lives so that they can have a beautiful, bright, healthy future. And that's what this spiritual war is about, creating a better world for our children and our posterity. So that's another message that has come through this week, is to be mindful of our children and to love them, because they are being inundated by so many things that are too big for them. We need to let our kids be kids. We need to let them play. We need to let them use their imagination and their creativity and let them have fun. We need the kids to be kids. Otherwise, they just need to be, we need to leave them alone and just allow them to enjoy their childhood. Many of us are recovering from the things that happened to us in our childhoods. We don't want the same thing to happen for our children and our grandchildren and our posterity coming into this brand new golden future that we're stepping into at this time. Lastly, I want you to talk about, or Spirit wants me to talk about, this still is a time of fertility and creativity. And so it is very important for you to not get caught up in the drama of what is happening out in the world, but to continue to put out the desires of your heart and soul. Plant those seeds, say those prayers, make those wishes, write down those dreams, and keep watering them and fertilizing all of those wonderful things that you would like to experience and manifest into this new reality that we are in the process of creating right now. We are in the thick, like I said, of tearing down the old, the stuff that no longer serves us, that's no longer in the best and highest good for you as an individual or for humanity at large. And so plant your seeds, work your magic, step into your strengths, share your qualities and talents, and we will get through this together. I love each one of you very, very much. This is a week for you to meditate. That is your homework assignment. Do the things that you get to do to help you remain that state of Zen, that state of inner peace, that state of inner receiving, so that you can receive receptivity, is what I was thinking of, so that you can receive the messages from God, from your higher self, from your guardian angels, and your spirit guides, so that you may be open to receiving that guidance. Step into your intuition and your inspiration at this time. You are amazing people. I love each one of you, and I'm so grateful that you are here. Now, if any of you need just a little bit of help, some hand-holding, just a little bit of coaching for your own individual specific situations in your life, please email me at hello@soululaire.com. If you'd like some healing work done where we can cut some cords and clear away any unseen negativity, any past unresolved pain, ancestral issues, please let me know. I'm here for you. This is how I get to share my gifts and talents with you as a teacher and a healer, as a soul coach, and as an ascension assistant and guide for you. So again, email me at hello@soululaire.com. And if these SoulCast videos are serving you, please like, share, and subscribe. And I would really appreciate that. Again, I'm working on a special project for us. I should have it out in the next few days, so I'm really excited about that. And so I hope that you'll stay tuned for that. Again, I hope you enjoy your week. I want you to know that you are loved beyond your comprehension and that you are here on purpose for a purpose, something only you can do. And we need you at this time. We couldn't do this without you. We couldn't get through this spiritual war without what you have to contribute. You being here is a gift to me, and you are a gift to the world, and you are a gift to everyone that you love and whoever you come in contact with. I just don't ever want you to forget how special and important you are and how valuable you are. And again, from last week's SoulCast, the 7 gifts that only you can give yourself. I'd like to just recap that a little bit right now and just to think about, continue to think about those 7 gifts. How can you give yourself self-love, self-acceptance, self-approval, self-respect, self-appreciation, self-value, and self-trust? Ponder these gifts and think of things that you can do to give those gifts to you. And we're going to be talking more about those 7 gifts coming up in that soul special that I have for you. That's what I'm working on right now. All right, everyone, please have a blessed week. And I thank you again, and we'll see you next time. Bye.